Hi friends, my name is Jeffy. I am doing my graduate diploma in IT from NMIT. Today we are going to learn how to deploy and automate ADDS with AWS Directory Service. This is my AWS account. Before creating a template and automating it, we need to create one stack. I just followed the AWS quick start document scenario 3 to create the stack. You can see the scenario 3 and the steps following this scenario. I will share the document in my blog so you can refer from there. So I just created one stack here, and now I need to create a template for the stack and deploy it in a new region. Currently I am creating my stack in US West. It's always important to remember the region and select the proper region for your services. So from services option you can select the cloud formation option. We are using cloud formation to create the template. Here you can see the list of stacks I have created already. ADDS scenario 3, which is the stack I created using following the steps from the document. Now I need to create a template. To create a template you need to create a stack. Click on the create stack option. You can see the list of options here. You can design your own template. You can select the services in this option by as you need, and in the second option you can select a sample template, and from this third option you can choose a file which is the JSON file. The template file you needed can be chosen from this option, and the last option is to select an Amazon S3 template URL. You can specifically give your Amazon S3 URL here where you store the template. In the first option, to create the stack, we follow this option. Now in this step we are selecting CloudFormer from this option and click next. You can give the stack name. I just give the stack name as CloudFormer, username as CloudFormer, and just give the password. These are the username and password we use to log into our template. You can select the VPC here. I just select create new VPC. You can select default VPC here from here. Click next, give the values. You can give the key here and the value for the key. I just give it as CloudFormer just to remember it, and you can select the IAM role if you want and click next. In this page you can review the options you selected previously. Just have a just check the options and acknowledge. Just create one. So the CloudFormer will be created like this here. You can see the CloudFormer I already created, and the status and the stack ID will be listed here. You can just see from the fields below, from outputs you can see the instance URL which is created when I create the CloudFormer. It will take some time, and the instance will be created in your EC2 dashboard. Just direct to this URL and you can see the steps to create the template. At the beginning you need to log in using your username and password you just given in the previous step, and in the intro option you just give a description here. I just give it as ADDS to remember. You can select all resources in your account if you want. I am not selecting it. I just continue to next step. Here you can select the DNS names if you want. I am not selecting anything right now for my ADDS. Just go to next step, which is VPC. Here you need to select the VPC which is connected with the ADDS. I just select my VPC. You can see the VPC details of your instance from EC2 dashboard. Just select the instance. Just select the VPC. Then VPC network, it shows the subnets. Just select the subnets related to your VPC and you are using in your ADDS service. Just select the subnets and internet gateway. Just select your internet gateway. Continue to next step, which is security. Here you can see the network ACLs listed. Just select your ACL and select your root tables from the following option. I selected 4 of the routing tables. Just go to next step, which is network. You can see the Elastic IP is listed, so just select the Elastic IP for your ADDS. Go to next step. Here you can see the ADDS scenario 3, which is a stack I created already, so just select the option so that your template will be having this ADDS scenario 3. Go to next step, it will be selected as ADDS scenario 3. Just select it. Compute, you don't have any options here, like if you got any instances, it will be listed. You can select it for your template. And next is the storage option. Actually, in this storage option, you should select the S3 bucket where you want to store your template. Before creating the CloudFormer, it's better to create an S3 bucket in your cloud in the same region, so that the template will be stored into the S3 bucket you selected. Just go to next step, keep it default. Go to next one, which is the app services. If you got any app services, you can select it from here. Then security, it shows the security groups you got in your AWS account. I just selected 3 of the security groups related to my ADDS, so that I can make the template for my ADDS. Just go to next option, operational. If you got any operational resources, you can select from here. Next one is the summary, which shows all the services you selected from previous steps. Make sure that everything is selected properly, otherwise in the final step, if you want to go back, it will not allow you to edit everything, because it will show some error message. So make sure that everything is selected properly. Then continue to next step, which is saving the template. It will show the template code, which is the JSON code actually created, and the template name will be shown above in the field, like cloudformer.template. You can see the template name, and you can see the S3 bucket, which I told you to select from the storage option. The CloudFormer JJJ is the S3 bucket which I created, so I just selected the CloudFormer JJJ bucket from the options, and just save the template, and the template will be saved into your S3 bucket. You will get a congratulations message. If you got any errors, just check all the steps and repeat it again to create the template. Once the template is created, just go to your S3 bucket in your Amazon account. Make sure that the region is the same, and you can see the CloudFormer JJJ bucket which I created already, and where that you can see the cloudformer.template, which is the template file we just created now. Just download the template file and open it in your local machine. I used Visual Studio to open the code. You can use any application for that. All you need to do is to edit the code, so make sure that you select some better applications which got a good code view. You can use some online tools too. I just opened the code and I can see the codes written here, which is the JSON code. You can update your codes. I just changed my VPC name to VPC JF1, and I just changed my subnet names here. As you can see, make sure that if you change your VPC names on subnet names, it should be changed everywhere. I just changed the gateway name too. You can see the root table also I changed the names. So make sure that you have changed everywhere properly, otherwise it will not work. Also, I changed the availability zones into Southeast 2A and 2B, which is the availability zone for Sydney. As you can see, I already created everything in Oregon, US West Oregon, and now I want to deploy my template in a new region, which is Sydney, and the code should be changed according to that. So the location should be changed to the location code of Sydney. You can get it from your account when you select your location as Sydney. I just changed my availability zones to Sydney, and you should change it everywhere Now you can see that in the auto scaling option I have changed the image ID and key name. Make sure that before deploying a stack in the new region, you should create a key in your new region. I just created the key as a DDS key in Sydney. This is the AMA code for Windows Server 2012 R2. I just selected this image ID and pasted it in my code. So it will take Windows Server 2012 R2 as the instance, and the key should be taken from the same region. So I created the key and it will be taken from Sydney. So these are the changes I did in my code. You can have more changes in your code if you want, like you can add some new services and you can remove existing services if you want. And if you know the JSON code, it will be good to make more changes in your template. After making all the changes, save the template in your local machine. After saving the file in your local machine, just go to CloudFormation, your new region, which is Sydney. I need to create the I need to deploy the stack. So just select create stack option. From here you can see upload a template option to Amazon S3. It will automatically create a bucket in S3 and upload the file there. So just choose the file from the options. I just choose the CloudFormation JSON file. It will be listed here. Make sure that the extension should be fine. Sometimes it will be given as test file, so make sure it's a JSON file. And go to next step. You can give the stack name here. I just give the stack name as cloud new stack. You can go to next step. You can give the key if you want. Give the cloud stack. Go to next step. Here you can view all the options you selected from previous steps. Just go through the options and create. It will take some time to create, and once the creation is completed, it will be shown like this: create complete. You can see the stack name, which is Sydney stack, which I created before, and all the status will be listed here. You can see the events, which are the services created when I run the stack. So here from this step, you can see that I just created a template, uploaded the template and created a stack using the template, which I customized by myself in the local machine. So in the new region Sydney, where I created the stack, EC2 instance will be created there automatically. You can see one running instance here, which is created automatically from the code, and also auto scaling doors will be created as I have written it in my code. Yeah, you can see the SYD stack, which is the auto scaling group created, like all the services which I have mentioned in my template will be created automatically in my AWS. So it will be useful to build an infrastructure in a short time without having that much effort or without having much time consuming. You can create everything in a simple step. So the new template will be stored in your S3 bucket. You can see the S3 buckets here. New template will be stored here. You can see the JSON files here. So when you go to the CloudFormation option, you can design a template, or if you already got a stack here, just view or edit the template. You can see this template design from here. Code which I wrote for my template is showing here. You can edit it from here and see the changes, and your design will be listed here. This is the design which I created, which is created when I run the template, and my stack is deployed automatically and all these services were added, and I can see the design from here and compare the design with previous one. So these are the simple steps which help us to create all the services in a short time. So I hope this Active Directory Lab was so helpful for you to understand it. For more details, just visit my blog jeffyjimmyjoseph.wordpress.com. You can see more links and details from my blog. I will attach the Active Directory Quick Start document too. Please follow me for more videos. Thank you for watching the video.